Hey everybody, it's Nicole coming at you with the first of several videos on how to get your tree ready for the holidays. This first video is on how to fluff your tree the easiest way, and my secret is to do it in stages. I learned how to do this in my days of retail. I did a lot of merchandising and I learned this trick, oh gosh, years ago. What you want to do is start to fluff in sections. So when you put your first bottom half or the first section of your tree into the base, you start fluffing and getting it all shaped up before you add the next section. I'll usually, since my trees are relatively light, well, this particular one is, I'll start fluffing it in my hand, holding the stem, and then I'll put it on the base because I want to make sure that the bottom branches are, I guess even, if that makes sense. And then I'll put it on the base, and then I'll start, stretching out everything and bending everything into shape and as you can see here. And it is a foolproof trick. This works with any size tree, any type of tree. Well, of course, not a real live tree, but any artificial tree. So I love this trick. And I just step back, try to see what, I need to work on and come back to it. And also, if it's possible, depending on, I guess, where your tree is in your house, right here, this one's in front of a window, but if you want, you can actually use like any kind of light source behind it so you can kind of see the gaps and everything as you work. That helps a lot. Now I'm adding the second section to the tree, and I'm looking for the little plug so I can plug it in. I try to keep them visible so when I start adding the different sections, I won't have to look. But right here, I'm just starting to fluff the last, or I guess the last row of branches on this section. And then I'll work my way up before I actually put it on the base. But it makes things a lot easier. You can see it, it's eye level, you know what I mean? And it just makes things go more smoothly and quickly. The time that it took me with this tree, getting it all fluffed and put together, was 30 minutes. Of course, this video is sped up because I don't want to take up your time, but it took me 30 minutes to set this tree up. So I guess depending on the size, it shouldn't take any more than an hour, like I said, depending on the size of tree that you have. This is a slim 7-foot tree. So it took me 30 minutes to do this. So that's not bad because, fluffing's the hardest part and taking them down, I think, once the holidays are over. But anyway, once you get it fluffed, you're going to pop it in and plug everything up. So once you plug the lights and turn them on or whatever, everything's good to go. What you want to do now is work the branches from the second section into the top of the bottom section, and that cuts down on the gap. Sometimes you can see that space between, or the gap between the two sections. That cuts down on that. You just work the bottom branches from the second section into the top branches of the bottom section. Hopefully that didn't confuse you, but yeah. And as you can see, it has shape already, and I just, put the second section in. So again, foolproof technique. Just wanted to share that with you guys. When it comes to getting your trees all set up. So yeah, and I'm just, working my way around, and just kind of, as I see things that need to be adjusted, I'll do it accordingly. And this tree I got last year from Walmart. It was $49. It is a cute tree, well worth the money. I'm just stepping back again, seeing what I need to work on, and getting everything all taken care of. I love this technique, y'all. It makes things go so much smoother. It really does. Okay, and as you can see, it has a really nice shape. Now, stepping back again, and now I'm going to add the top section. And then I'm doing the same thing here, fluffing out that bottom row, and I'm popping it in, and then trying to find the plug. So yeah. And now I'm just working that bottom row of branches into the top of that middle section. And then I'm just fluffing the rest of it out. And this is a great technique if you're like me, you're doing all this by yourself. I don't mind though. I love decorating for the holidays. But yeah, this is a great way to get things going quickly, because the fun part's putting the ornaments and the ribbon and everything. The least fun part is fluffing. Ugh. And let me know in the comments down below if you try this and tell me how it went for you. I always love to hear from you guys when you try some of the stuff that I, you know, show you on my channel. But yeah, let me know if you try this technique and how it went for you. And give me a thumbs up if you want to see more tips and tricks for holiday decorating. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'd love to have you here on the channel with me. And as you can see, it has a really nice shape. Again, less than 30 minutes. I'm done. You know, all I did was do it in sections, put them together, and, you know, tweak it here or there, and I'm done. So again, this is a foolproof technique that I learned in my merchandising days. Okay, so loving the shape. And that one side, I was saying to myself, it always is the one little spot that didn't want to cooperate. So now I'm looking for the cord so I can plug it into the outlet so I can make sure my lights, and then I actually pulled the top up by accident. But I'm checking the lights, and there we go. So everything's perfect. Love it. So now I got to decide if I want to keep it in this area or put it somewhere else in the kitchen, but I just wanted to make sure that everything was all nice and fluffed out. So liking my work, and I'm just sliding it over a little bit. Yep, so here we go. I'm gonna give you a little close-up. And loving it. There we go. So as you can see, nice and full and fluffed. So again, if you try this technique, let me know down below. Tell me how it worked out for you, and stay tuned for the next video in this series. So see you in my next video. Bye.